Hilf Gott, dass mir's gelinge might be one of the least attractive pieces of Bach's Orgelbüchlein collection. It sounds downright weird, actually. What do we hear? The soprano starts, and of course, in the soprano we hear a choral melody, as Bach usually does in the Orgelbüchlein. It sounds still rather normal. Well, the soprano is joined by a bass played in the pedal, and it's also very acceptable. But then an alto voice appears, and then things go a little bit south. Listen. Sounds rather surprising, especially this entrance on a very unexpected C sharp, and then suddenly a B appears in G minor. That's also rather surprising, especially in bar 2 of a piece. And this alto voice seems to imitate the soprano in a sort of canon, but if you listen to the voices, you hear that it's not a perfect canon. It's imitated as so the second voice imitates the first voice in a very distorted, strange way. And as if this would be not enough, Bach adds a very strange left hand with irregular, unexpected patterns that also make funny dissonant jumps. If you add this up together, you get a rather surprising texture, and especially in bar 13, things seem to really go wrong. Especially if you zoom in by playing very slowly, you hear the notes clashing. Well, of course this is not a coincidence. Bach, being one of the best composers ever, did not do this by accident. He uses a canon usually in a very symbolic way. A canon can mean to follow God, to follow the higher forces. And in this case, a distorted canon might mean someone is trying to follow God or trying to look for something, but it doesn't succeed. Let's read the choral text to see what Bach means. Hilf Gott, dass mir gelinge, du edler Schöpfer mein, die Silben reimen zwingen, zu Lob den Ehren dein. Which translates as, help God, that it succeed for me, you noble creator mine, to force the syllables to rhyme for the praise of your honor. That I may joyfully begin to sing of your word, Lord, be willing to assist me. So it's a prayer of a human, maybe a sort of artist human, maybe a composer, maybe Bach himself, and he asks God for help to force the syllables to rhyme, to put things in order, to make things beautiful, to get things straight. And of course this distorted canon is an illustration of what happens if God is not helping, or if you're not praying enough to God for help. And of course Bach made all those clashes, all those strange, weird notes with a purpose. To illustrate this distorted music, I chose a registration which is also a little bit distorted. We have on this top a vox humana, which literally translates as human voice. That's a reed stop with a very peculiar sound, and apparently it resembled a Baroque singing voice, which is surprising to people from the 21st century, I would say. And it sounds, usually combined with the tremulant, with a sort of vibrato effect, it sounds rather alienating. And to highlight the very irregular, surprising left hand, I play it with a combination of an 8-foot with with an octave on top, and even another octave on top, with a very clear, distinct left-hand sound. And I give quite a lot of pedal, 16, 8 and 4 foot, to support all this. So we get a very rich texture in which I hope that all surprising notes are highlighted, especially bar 13, my favorite excellent bar. Of course, it's not a coincidence that this happens in bar 13. Let's enjoy this once more.
Thank you for being part of the Orgelbuchlein project. This is more than music. It's a message of deep human emotions, from sorrow to joy, and a shared hope for a better future.
At the Conscious Foundation, we believe everyone deserves a peaceful home, and we think that music has the unique power to unite people in harmony. From the organ at St. Michael's Peace Church in Leuven, we bring this vision to life.
Through inclusive composition projects, regular concerts, and our annual Organ Marathon for Peace, we inspire connection and hope. One day, we dream of hundreds of organs worldwide joined together in a resounding call for peace.
Help us amplify this message by joining our Patreon community. Link in the description.